The best way to predict the future is to create it. There is nothing so useless as doing efficiently that which should not be done at all. Management is doing things right. Leadership is doing the right things. Knowledge has to be improved, challenged, and increased constantly, or it vanishes. The most important thing in communication is hearing what isn't said. Efficiency is doing things right. Effectiveness is doing the right things. Unless commitment is made, there are only promises and hopes, but no plans. Rank does not confer privilege or give power. It imposes responsibility. Plans are only good intentions unless they immediately degenerate into hard work. We now accept the fact that learning is a lifelong process of keeping abreast of change. And the most pressing task is to teach people how to learn. Follow effective action with quiet reflection. From the quiet reflection will come even more effective action. No institution can possibly survive if it needs geniuses or supermen to manage it. It must be organized in such a way as to be able to get along under a leadership composed of average human beings. Trying to predict the future is like trying to drive down a country road at night with no lights while looking out the back window. The entrepreneur always searches for change, responds to it, and exploits it as an opportunity. The only thing we know about the future is that it will be different. The aim of marketing is to know and understand the customer so well the product or service fits him and sells itself. The new information technology, Internet and email, have practically eliminated the physical costs of communications. Time is the scarcest resource, and unless it is managed, nothing else can be managed. Effective leadership is not about making speeches or being liked. Leadership is defined by results, not attributes. People who don't take risks generally make about 2 big mistakes a year. People who do take risks generally make about 2 big mistakes a year. Today, knowledge has power. It controls access to opportunity and advancement. Making good decisions is a crucial skill at every level. Company cultures are like country cultures. Never try to change one. Try, instead, to work with what you've got. Never mind your happiness, do your duty. The purpose of a business is to create a customer. Most of what we call management consists of making it difficult for people to get their work done. Management by objective works. If you know the objectives, 90% of the time you don't. My greatest strength as a consultant is to be ignorant and ask a few questions. So much of what we call management consists in making it difficult for people to work. the computer is a moton. Manners are the lubricating oil of an organization. It is a law of nature that two moving bodies in contact with each other create friction. This is as true for human beings as it is for inanimate objects. Innovation is the specific instrument of entrepreneurship, the act that endows resources with a new capacity to create wealth. The productivity of work is not the responsibility of the worker but of the manager. Accept the fact that we have to treat almost anybody as a volunteer. Business. That's easily defined. It's other people's money. Most discussions of decision-making assume that only senior executives make decisions or that only senior executives' decisions matter. This is a dangerous mistake. The manager is responsible for the application and performance of knowledge. Executives owe it to the organization and to their fellow workers not to tolerate non-performing individuals in important jobs. When a subject becomes totally obsolete, we make it a required course. We can say with certainty, or 90% probability, that the new industries that are about to be born will have nothing to do with information. Accept the fact that we have to treat almost anybody as a volunteer. The most efficient way to produce anything is to bring together under one management as many as possible of the activities needed to turn out the product. Teaching is the only major occupation of man for which we have not yet developed tools that make an average person capable of competence and performance. In teaching we rely on the naturals, the ones who somehow know how to teach. If analysis shows that someone's brilliant work fails again and again as soon as cooperation from others is required, it probably indicates a lack of courtesy, that is, the lack of manners. Few companies that installed computers to reduce the employment of clerks have realized their expectations. They now need more and more expensive clerks, even though they call them operators or programmers. Checking the results of a decision against its expectations shows executives what their strengths are, where they need to improve, and where they lack knowledge or information.